Hi.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Sorry
to-
for the detour that we had last
welcome
week.
to our regular scheduled programming.
Yes.
Yes, last week we decided, so even though at the end of the Billie Eilish episode we left off with words for our next artist, we decided to celebrate our girl Elisa's birthday and
It's my
do
birthday.
a birthday
It's my
episode
birthday.
for Miss Elise. So that was
Yes.
last week, but we're back on our regular scheduled programming, and I think we're here with a pretty iconic artist.
She is huge.
Yeah, absolutely. We are talking about Adele.
Adele.
Miss Adele.
Miss Adele.
Yes.
What's her last name?
Adkins.
Adele Atkins. Oh, like Jen Atkins.
Yes, I think it's Adkins.
Oh, Adkins.
But it's close enough.
That's her maiden name, right? Like that's her name.
I believe so, but I think she's back as that now because they got divorced.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, oh, they've divorced, so like
Yeah,
she's
back
that now.
She's back on that Adkins shit.
Cool. Per.
So, what's your question of the week
My
for Miss
question
Adele?
of the week.
Excuse me. Still a little bit sick.
I don't really have one. So obviously all her albums and after an age.
Yes.
What age are you excited to get to, or what's like your favorite age that you've been, or like if you could go back to one, like is there a day that you're looking forward to or something like that? Bit of a random bland question.
I would say my
but-
favorite age is my current age of 25. To be
Nice.
honest, I do feel like I'm in a very good place right now. I've got good people around me. I've cut off all of the toxic people in my life,
Per.
and I just feel very
Fuck them
at
bitches.
peace. Yeah, girl. But I feel very at peace, so that's good. I guess I'm looking forward to 30. Actually, no, I'm looking forward to 28 because if I get to 28, that means I pass the 27 club.
What's the 27 Club?
There's a whole conspiracy about 27 is an age where a lot of people die. Have you not seen that? How many famous people have died at 27? Amy Winehouse was one of them.
Oh, really?
And they call it the 27
Yeah,
Club.
Amy Winehouse was on some shit.
Yeah, but we love her. But no, I'm kidding. Probably 30. 30 is probably I'm excited to see what I look like in my 30s
30,
and what my
flirty and
30s
thriving.
30s vibe is. Am I
Yeah.
gonna be a super slay 30, or am I gonna be just at home 30?
Well, looking at the way you're going now.
Yeah, it's the at home 30. It's very that.
No, we're going to be slay 30s. We're going to have hot buds. We're going to have hot meals.
You're gonna be 27 when I'm 30.
It's like, have you seen that sound of Kylie and Kendall? And Kylie's like, so I'm 25. Kendall's basically 30. And then Kendall's like, I'm 27. And she was like, yeah, you're 30. So that's
You
That's
with
me
me.
with all my friends, though, because
know.
everyone's older.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
What is my question for Miss Adele?
I wanted to make a question to do with the computer Dell, but I couldn't think of anything in time.
The computer Dell.
Yeah, because it's Dell.
Oh my god, that's iconic. Oh, I've got one. So Adele famously just finished her Las Vegas residency show.
Oh yeah, that was the one where there was she would go out in the crowd. Hey.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
If you could choose one artist to do a Vegas residency, who would slay a Vegas residency? Don't say SZA.
No,
who would it
Beyonce, obviously.
Yeah, Beyonce.
Obviously, if anyone deserves a Vegas residency, it's Beyonce. Don't think she'll ever do one. 'Cause
She didn't do a residency, but she did a small little Vegas thing years ago.
Yeah.
And she did a few shows.
I don't think she'll ever do it because, she's got the kids, she's on her own shit. She doesn't need it, for starters, so.
If Beyonce does a Vegas residency though, I honestly think it would be in the Sphere.
She would do it in the Sphere.
She so would.
And she would do the thing where she did with Dubai, where it's no phones,
Yeah.
She would
As
100%
fucking
do
should.
that.
I would fly to Las Vegas for that show.
Yeah.
I'd
I'd make a trip out of it, but I would definitely.
We'd
yeah.
we'd have to go.
Yeah.
I'd also say, I know she's my favorite all time, but I feel like Rihanna would really slay a Vegas residency. I
Yeah.
mean, look at what Super Bowl gave.
Yeah.
So I feel like she'd be really slay. I would have killed to have seen Britney's Vegas residency.
But also, are you kind of not glad
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Where the money
yeah,
went,
of course
you know?
now I am glad. But like from what I saw, it looked amazing. Katy Perry's looked really cool. There's a lot of like awesome residencies. Gaga did one.
That would have been good.
That would have been fucking sick.
Yeah.
Enigma. But yeah, no, that's probably mine. I'd probably say, yeah, be super slay.
I could picture like Nikki going to do the residency and then she'd be like,
Nikki's
fuck
would
this shit. I'm not doing this.
Nikki's would be iconic.
Yeah, it would be.
But yeah, that's what I would choose. Let's get into Adele.
Let's get into Adele.
her.
What's the vibes of Adele giving for you? What's the memes you have with Adele? Because Adele's been around for a while.
I have seen Adele once live.
Love.
She was fantastic, of course. Adele is an interesting one for me because like I think Adele is probably one of the greatest singers like of current time. She's amazing. I do find that Adele is an artist now that like when new music comes out, I sort of go like, okay, it's the same thing again. Like it's very.
But can you see Adele popping her puss? Like
I would live if Adele was popping her puss. I'd be like, yes, Adele.
Could you picture her on like a Nicki track being like, I'm built like a Barbie?
I mean, have you heard her fucking pop off to Monster?
Yes, but
Yes.
like, could you picture her?
Pull up in the Monster automobile gangster.
Yeah.
I would love to
That
see
bitch
that.
that came from Sri Lanka.
Oh, it's so good. I think Adele's amazing. She has some amazing songs. Every album there is obviously like a great song or like a few great songs. But I do feel like she's not an artist that I like go like, oh, like I listen to Adele like nonstop. She's someone I listen to like when I'm like, oh, this is like a nice vibe for like, you know, when you're hanging out with like a few people and you're playing like, I find she's great when you're playing like games, like card games and stuff. And you just want something like really like chill in the background.
Slay.
Like it's very that. But I mean, she's very talented.
I agree. Adele's very like one-noted at this point. I would say like she's beautiful, gorgeous singer. But again, very like you know what you're expecting with an Adele album.
I will say the last album that she put out, 30, I was a bit like, I mean, like when it first came out, I was just like, oh, I have no time for this album because it's just literally like the same album of the last of them, especially how long it takes her to make each album. It takes like 4 or 5 years between each one.
Yeah.
But I will say that like listening to these back to front, and like I'd never fully like completely listened front to back to the newest album. I actually thought it was actually quite a good record. But we'll get into it.
Yeah. For me, it's not that Adele is traumatizing,
I set fire.
but I have majority of the times when I'm sad, I listen to a playlist and there's obviously a lot of Adele in there because she is sad girl. But also I am traumatized because I used to have this terrible, heinous bitch of a piano teacher who made me like only play Someone Like You by Adele. Exactly. Yes. So I know Someone Like You on piano off by heart, but also that piano teacher was a heinous bitch. So love Adele.
Drag her.
Bit traumatized with Adele.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm excited to talk about these albums because like I went back through these obviously to listen to all of them and I was like, oh my fucking God, this is like such a wild journey. Because a lot of the artists I think we've done besides like Beyonce are all artists I guess that have been around like more like current. So like, you know, you've got memories, but
you're
not
like
but like
2000s.
I was like listening to this and I was like, I have memories of so many things listening to like especially the oldest ones. I was like, whoa. It's like that's crazy.
Yeah. In a different place, different time.
Yeah, super slay.
Okay, let's get into the first album.
Yes.
So
19.
So if you don't know Adele album, she releases the albums of the year she is. Correct?
Of the year she wrote it.
Yes, she wrote it.
Yeah.
How old is she now?
I think she's like 32, 33.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think the next album would be 35.
Something that Adele has been giving, her beat. The way she does her makeup now, oh my goodness.
I mean, her makeup, her eye makeup has always been really on point. Like, even when I saw her live, before she came out, like, because she was in, like, the middle of the stadium.
Which
and,
album?
like, this was around 25. And, like there was like a massive like circular screen around the whole stage so you couldn't see the stage. And it was a video of her eyes closed the whole time. And it was closed for like the 2 hours before she came on. And then when she came on, they like opened up, and that's like how it opened. But her eyes, like the makeup was so beautiful. It's like stunning. It's very classic.
Yeah, but her beat has been giving, like very much giving.
Very much.
Her
She's been
face,
fantastic
she
lately.
looks stunning, like at the moment.
She wears a lot of Pat McGrath.
Well, there you go. There's your answer. Okay, so yes, the album one is called 19. She's a baby. Release date the 28th of Jan 2008. Was there anything before 19? Was there singles?
I don't think so. I think this was the first album.
Go on.
I mean, I could be wrong about that. I don't know too like much backstory about Adele.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Accolades and certificates. We have 4 on Billboard, and it went 3 times platinum. Point blank per. Nominated for Album of the Year at Mercury Prize and Top Pop Album at Billboard Music Awards. And it won Best Album at European Border Breakers Awards. Yes!
You break them borders.
You break them borders. Singles, we've got Hometown Glory, Chasing Pavements with 21 on Billboard. And I feel like it actually popped off later in her career.
When Glee happened.
Yes.
When Glee did it.
Yeah.
I feel like Glee was very like, to me, I feel like Glee were very much like, if they did it on Glee, it became such a big hit
100%.
when they did it.
Yes, 100%. Cold Soldier and Make You Feel...
Cold what? Shoulder.
Sorry, getting into my Tory accent.
It's cold shoulder.
I said, yes, shoulder. It's just my mouth.
Shoulder.
You're being a bit of a bloosh right now. You're being a bit of a bloosh right now. A bloosh. Make You Feel My Love. No featured artists. She doesn't feature until
until the latest.
Yeah, until the last one.
Yeah. Which is one feature.
Yeah. 12 trackless. 12-thing trackless. And yeah.
Slay. Do you want me to go first or do you want to go first?
You go first, doll.
Right. Number 5 for me, my bronze is Daydreamer. Mm-hmm. Number 4, my silver is Melt My Heart to Stone. Yes. Number 3 for me is Make You Feel My Love. That's my gold.
Yeah.
My platinum is Chasing Pavements. And my favorite song, possibly my favorite song of Adele's career already, we're at that, Hometown Glory.
Yeah.
I love this song so much.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, 100%. I'm very similar to you. My number 5 is Rider's Rain. Mm-hmm. My number 4 is Daydreamer.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Make You Feel My Love. Number 2 is Chasing Pavements. And number 1 is Hometown Glory as well.
We almost had the same top 5.
I know. How wild's that?
That's crazy. Guys, one day it's going to happen. Maybe. I actually think that's when we stop the podcast, though.
I don't know if it will ever happen, if I'm being honest. We have such different tastes in music.
I would die.
If it ever happens, that's just fucking wild.
No, if it's the same top 5 and bottom, that's insane.
That will never happen. That will never happen.
I want that to happen.
I don't think it will ever happen. Maybe it might happen today.
You never know.
Who knows?
Let's do the bottoms. My number 3, my not a fan, is Cold Shoulder. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Number 2 for me, my skip it is My Same. Mm-hmm. And my least favorite, my erase it, is First Love.
One thing I will say about this album, you can definitely tell it's like first album.
Yeah.
Like, you're like...
There's some really amazing songs.
Yeah, like Hometown Glory, Chasing Pavements.
Make You Feel My Love.
Yeah.
They're great songs.
Beautiful songs. But like, you listen to it and you're like...
Don't understand why Cold Shoulder was a single over Daydreamer.
Yeah. Random.
But anyway.
But pop off. Who do you reckon was her target audience, like when she first started? I'm saying middle-aged mums. I mean, they still are.
It still is. I think that she just wanted to make like classic music and like, I guess like, you know, it stuck. I mean, it wasn't until the second album that I think she like really popped off. I actually don't like, I know this album did well, but like, I feel like when the second one came out, then people went back to the first one and was like, whoa. I do feel that. I feel like the second album was, in my opinion, like the first album to the public.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't really know her in this era.
Yeah.
My bottoms, kind of similar. My not a fan is Tired. My skip it is My Same. And then my erase it is Cold Shoulder.
I know. How weird is that being a single?
Girl, just drop it. Like, it
Weird,
did not need to be
weird
on
single.
there. It didn't need to be a single. It didn't even need to be on there, in my opinion.
I know. Weird.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to album 2. We're at 21. This album is fucking iconic.
21, that's my age. Well, that's what I'm turning.
So apparently this is what she was going through at that age. Can't relate. We're at both at ages of these albums.
Wow. Adele
Wow.
just gets it.
We're so qualified to talk about this.
We just need someone who's 30
Yeah.
and 19. To be fair, that would be such a big age range of people, and I just don't want to deal with that,
Yeah,
you
that's a
know?
lot.
Like, I can only deal with a certain point of age, and then I'm like, you're either doing too much or you're not doing enough, you know?
Yeah. Well, what's the 411 on Miss 21?
Girl, this is the trauma era, because this fucking like cues on it. I fucking love this song, don't get me wrong, but it's a bit traumatizing.
I have a different trauma song from this record.
Really?
We'll get into that.
Okay. Although this album has hits, like hits on hits.
Yeah.
Like, don't
When did
even
this
come for
out?
me.
Like, what's the... I wrote something in... Because I make the outlines. And I wrote something in one part of the outline. I don't know if it's this one or if it's the next album. And it's so fucking funny to me.
Okay. Okay, so this
Elise doesn't
album,
know about it either, so she's
No.
going to discover it.
This album came out on the 24th of Jan, 2011. We've got a Jan theme going on here. They both came out on Jan. It went number 1 on Billboard 14 times platinum.
14 times platinum.
Those middle-aged fucking white women were going on their shit.
That's fucking insane. Fucking insane.
I don't think I've heard any artist go 14 times platinum.
I'm sure there are other artists, but probably Ed Sheeran.
Fuck Ed Sheeran.
These British artists, I mean, they just
got the Europeans.
yeah.
The Europeans, once you've got them, you've got the world almost. It's so different because I feel like when it comes to like content creation and stuff like that, if you've got American viewers, you're on it. Like, you've set off the world, you're good. And if you're like a European content creator and you haven't got American artists, you're not it, basically. So it's very different.
Yeah, it is very different. I'm so sorry for you.
Awards and nominations. Too many to put. Okay, per. Nominated for 8, won 16. Most importantly, won Album of the Year at the Grammy Awards.
How fucking funny is that?
Thank you, Ben.
I was like, I'm not putting that.
Nominated for 8, that's fucking wild. And won 16.
16 awards.
What was the world going through in 2011 for people to
Like,
do
that's
this?
24 nominations altogether.
Was this the year before not Y2K?
So 2012?
What's the year where everyone thought the world was going to end?
2012.
2012.
This was 2011.
So people were like, fuck, we're going through this. They're going to set fire to the rain on these fucking computers.
Yes.
Singles, 5 of them. Holy Guacamole, Rolling in the Deep was number 1 on Billboard. Someone Like You was number 1 on Billboard. Set Fire to the Rain was number 1 on Billboard. Rumor Has It was 16, and Turning Tables is 63. What?
3 number 1 singles from one album.
What crack is she putting in these songs?
This
It's
was
just 11 song soundtrack, and 3 of them were number 1.
The other 9, fuck them other 9.
What the fuck?
Crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely insane.
Go on, she got coin.
Oh, yeah.
She got bank on this shit.
She rich.
Oh my gosh.
She rich.
All
Well,
right.
it's your turn to do yours.
Yeah, my top. So number 5 is Take It All. Oh, good.
Didn't I give it up? Oh,
Good song.
that's a great song.
Number 4 is Rumor Has It. Rumor Has It. I remember listening to this song on CD with my family, like in the car. Like, this is like a core memory.
I also
vault of
remember this
people.
on Glee.
Of course you did.
Of course.
Yeah. And number 3 is Set Fire to the Rain. Number 2 is Rolling in the Deep. And number 1 is Someone Like You. Even though it is a trauma song, it is my number 1.
Oh my God.
Because I still listen to it, and I'm still playing it on the fucking piano because
Ours
it's
is very different.
Really?
Very different. My number 5, Rolling in the Deep. Mm-hmm. Number 4, Take It All.
Yeah.
Number 3, oh, sorry, I'm wrong. Number 4 is Turning Tables. Mm-hmm. Number 3 is Take It All. So sorry.
Turning Tables is a good one.
Yeah. Number 2 is Don't You Remember?
Okay.
I can see you.
Okay.
And my favorite song on this album is He Won't Go.
Why?
I love this song. I think it's so nice.
Go on.
But I won't go. Can't do
Yeah.
it on my own. Oh, it's so good.
You just resonated with it.
I just think it's a vibe. Like, it's like a song that I'm like, I can see myself like popping this on and just like vibing out.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
that's like definitely my favorite.
My bottoms, not a fan, goes to I'll Be Waiting. And I did wait and nothing came.
Yeah.
My skip it goes to Love Song. And my eraser is Don't You Remember. Yeah.
Don't you remember?
What I will say, besides like the hits, the songs sound so similar.
Oh, yeah.
So similar.
Yeah.
Adele, what's going on? We need to get some different chords going on.
I feel like she did a little bit different on this new album, but it's not like enough of a difference.
No.
Like there was a little bit,
Yeah.
but not enough.
No,
My bottom three, number 3, my not a fan is Love Song. So we agree. Number 2 is my trauma song.
What
I
is it?
skip it. Set Fire to the Rain.
What happened?
I used to do a lot of singing
You really tried to set
competitions.
fire to rain. And you
I
got
used to do a lot of
disappointed.
singing competitions when I was little. And I would always be beaten by a fucking little girl singing Set Fire to the Rain. And it wasn't the same girl. It was just every time I did it, someone fucking did Set Fire to the Rain, they'd always win.
Yeah.
And then one time I did, I lost.
Like, okay, I've got them this time.
I was like, this is it. I was like, I've cracked the code. But then I did Someone Like You and I won. So but
Oh my God.
I can't with that song. It's too much. It's too much. It hurts too much.
You know what's fucking funny? When I was doing singing lessons, she tried to make me do Set Fire to the Rain as well. And I was like, fuck no.
But all these music teachers like those two, but they're like, fuck Rolling in the Deep.
Yeah, literally.
They're like, absolutely not. And my least favorite is for sure I'll Be Waiting. Like,
Yeah.
this song was just so like, whatever to me.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, God.
So we're now at my age, album 3,
Yes.
25.
25. What's 25 giving? 25 is giving. She came on 20th of November, 2015. What the fuck? 1 on Billboard and 11 times platinum. No, number 1 on Billboard and was 11 times platinum. What the fuck? What has she done? What is going on? What year?
People
I'm shook.
love her.
People love Adele. And don't get me wrong, love Adele too. 11 times platinum. I don't even think before this bloody album, before we did this, I didn't even listen through this whole album. I listened to like Hello and was like goodbye, you know?
I was like, hello, and I said goodbye.
Yeah, literally. Again, too many to put down. Nominated 5 times. Won 8. Won Album of the Year. And this was the one that was the Lemonade situation. Hey.
Yes.
No.
I get it with this record. I don't get it with the other one.
No. I don't get it. But Lemonade, I hope Adele gave her that Grammy. Like in secrecy.
I will say though, I will say Adele did say that she didn't feel like it was a deserved win herself. Which I mean, like, for you to say that, especially up on the Grammy stage, that's pretty big.
And there was that like, and then it cuts to Beyonce and she's like, no.
But inside she's going.
She's like tearing up.
She's like, yes.
She's tearing up because she didn't win, like not because like of what she's saying.
She's like, hold up. They don't love you like I love you.
I'm sorry.
Hell no.
Literally. And then she in her head.
In her head, she's actually singing, "We built sandcastles."
No,
and that's
her
why
head-
she's like sobbing, crying.
In her head, it's like "Don't Hurt Yourself" is playing. Like she's getting riled up.
Yes. Don't hurt yourself. I love it.
Okay. This had 4 singles. Hello, which was
Goodbye.
fucking iconic. Like, Hello set off the nation.
How many fucking memes, though, did you see of people being like, her going, hello, and they go, hello, and she'd be like, it's me, and she'd be like, it's who?
This was
And
like...
wondering if after all this, you like to meet, I don't even know who the fuck you are.
Isn't that, yeah, because there was the, it was like SNL or something like that.
There were
with
so many.
Andy Samberg and Will Farrell, I want to say. And they did like a recreation of this, I want to say. This was also like the era of like parodies.
Oh, yeah.
And do you remember that one fucking weird parody guy? And he did all the parodies. Do you remember him? He had like blonde hair and he did fucked parodies.
I remember the one he did of Pour It Up by Rihanna.
Oh, did he do one? But
That one was wild.
He was a weird guy, and I think he got cancelled. Fair enough, because he was an odd one. But he did this one, I remember, and it was like real weird.
Slay.
Other singles. When We Were Young went 14. Send My Love went number 8. And Water Under the Bridge 26. She was switching it up this album.
It was definitely a little bit more like, I guess, upbeat. I think she probably realized, like, if I'm going to make another album, it needs to have, like, some upbeat.
Something, yeah.
Otherwise, I think people would listen to it and be like...
Depresso mode.
Okay,
yeah.
Sure.
Like, pick yourself back up, doll. Like, that's probably what they were thinking.
I'm intrigued to see what a new album from Adele's going to sound like.
Is she going to release another one?
Surely.
You reckon?
Yeah. She's going to, for sure. She's not going to... That's not her last album.
I think if she gives us another album, it's just going to be another whatever album, honestly.
But then that will be the end.
That will be the end.
Yeah.
She will truly set fire.
She'll set fire to her career.
She'll set fire to the Las Vegas residency.
She finished that now.
She didn't set fire.
She didn't.
I just know there's all those videos of her in that residency, and she like sees someone in the crowd that she knows, and she just starts crying all of a sudden. Have you seen them? She's like, Colin, this was the man who gave birth to my baby. I haven't seen you in years. And you're like, okay, why does this matter? Like, what the fuck?
I think it's funny though. I think it's iconic. She does make me laugh. Like her personality is really funny. Like there's so many videos of her I've watched of her.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one of the where that person interviews her but she's wearing the disguise?
No.
There's like this interview. It was like early Adele, and they do this interview, and it's this person that she knows, but they full on put prosthetics and everything on her.
Oh, really?
And she, I mean, this would not fly now, but she does this interview where she's a Japanese woman, but this woman is not Japanese, but she like does the whole thing, and it was like and Adele's getting interviewed, but the questions she asks are so weird. And like Adele's like getting really uncomfortable and like has no idea what the fuck's going on and gets really like upset and like frustrated. And then out of nowhere they
Does she
like reveal it and she's like, fuck off.
Oh my
There's also
God.
one where Adele does like they put prosthetics on Adele. And she goes to an Adele audition for like a cover band.
I have seen that.
That is so
That's
fucking funny. And they all are sitting there like,
yeah,
they're like, oh my God, she sounds just like Adele.
She's actually Adele.
She's so good.
Yeah.
We have no chance. And then they realize it's Adele and they absolutely lose their fucking mind. That video is so funny.
Yeah.
There's so many good ones.
There's also like when Ellen was a thing and like she went into the juice shop. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one's really good. There were so many funny videos of Adele. She literally...
Carpool karaoke.
Yeah.
She gets it.
I love it. It's so good.
I love it.
I love it. What is your top 5 from 25?
My top 5. Number 5 is Hello. It's me. I'm at 5. Number 4 is Million Years Ago. Number 3 is Remedy. Number 2 is When We Were Young.
Yeah.
And then number 1 is All I Ask.
This is a very interesting one.
Yeah.
Number 5 for me is also Million Years Ago. My bronze. Number 4 for me is Hello.
Hello.
Number 3 for me is Remedy. Number 2 for me is Love in the Dark. And my favorite is also All I Ask.
Slay.
This is a very similar one for us.
It is a very similar one. She's bringing us together.
I know. What's your bottoms?
My bottoms. So my not a fan is Rivoli. My skip it goes to Water Under the Bridge.
If you don't let me down gently. It's not good.
My erase it is Send My Love.
I actually don't like this song.
I hate it.
I've never liked
Send
it.
my love to you, love over.
Yeah. She had better.
Not
It's
it.
not for me. But like even when the album came out and I listened to this song, it wasn't like I was like I got sick of it and I hate the song now. It's I never liked this song
Never
from
liked it.
beginning. Like
I
it's
get why she doesn't do other genres. She doesn't.
no,
She shouldn't.
She should never.
Yeah.
But yeah, number 3 for me is Send My Love to Your New Lover.
Yeah.
That's my not a fan. My skip it is Rivoli as well. My least favorite is I Miss You. Didn't like this song.
I was going to put that, but I think I read that I Miss You is like a really like sentimental song to Adele.
to me.
Like I think it's about something to do with like her kid or something like that. I could be wrong though,
Right.
because I remember I was going to put a song in my bottoms and then I was just like, I looked up like Adele.
It's No I
Reddit.
Miss You by Beyonce.
Is this another? You thought that it was going to be an I Know by Travis Scott
I was
situation?
like, this is it. I was like, this is it. Give it to me. No, it's not for me.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, it's not for me at all.
All right. Next album.
We are up to the latest album, 30.
30, which she gives. This photo is fucking stunning.
It is stunning. I will say she is notorious for having very boring album covers, though.
It's just her face. She's raw. She's real.
She's raw.
She's raw.
She's real.
But she's stunning. Her hair gives now. Like
I actually think this is my favorite album cover of hers.
What? No.
I like it.
She's got a really cute nose, actually.
She does have a nice nose. She has
Nah.
a butt chin, which I think is so cute.
Yeah. This is it. This one's it for me. Her hair is stunning. Her hair is that caramelly, beautiful type color. Suits her face so well. To be fair, her contour is a bit harsh. I will say that. But otherwise, gorgeous.
Stunning.
Okay. 30. What does it give? It gives 19th of November, 2021. So on the ends of COVID. Yeah. This #1 Billboard. Oh my goodness. 3 times platinum.
Crazy.
Again, won a lot, Ben said. It was nominated 9 times and won 5 things.
Didn't win album of the year, so
Good.
we're safe here.
Well, that's Midnight's one.
No, that was the what was that year? I think that was the John Batiste. That was John Batiste.
John Batiste. Oh, fuck John Batiste. Singles.
Wait until we do a John Batiste episode. She's gonna go, guys, I take it all back. I really like his music.
It won't be done for a while, so.
Yeah, we'll be doing one eventually.
Easy on Me was #1. Oh my God was #5. And I Drink Wine was #18.
They're
These
the
song
singles.
names, I can't. And then she only had 1 featuring artist, Errol Garner.
Slay.
That's it.
Go on.
What were your tops, though?
My tops were #5 for me was this is the first time this has ever happened, by the way. An interlude has hit my top 5.
What?
All Night Parking interlude featuring Errol Garner. I really liked this like vibe. I thought this was really
on.
vibey and also really different for Adele.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I really like this song. Even though it's an interlude. It's a long interlude. It's a 2-minute interlude.
It is a 2-minute
But
interlude.
I think it's really, really good.
Yeah.
#4, my silver is Love is a Game. I think that's a good song.
Yeah.
#3 for me, my gold is I Drink Wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, big slay. #2 for me, my platinum is To Be Loved. And my favorite song, like by a long shot, my diamond is Hold On.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on.
Wow.
So good.
Go on.
I have a feeling we're going to have a different top 5.
My #5 is Easy on Me, purely because of her, like the vocals on this song. Like, oh, something in my eye. Like, easy on my babe. You know, she gets it. She's got those vocals. #4 is Cry Your Heart Out. #3 is I Drink Wine. #2 is Love is a Game. And #1 is To Be Loved.
I will say Cry Your Heart Out. I wish I could like that song. I hate the Cry Your Heart Out.
I think it's like,
Clean your face.
I think it like just, I don't know, it like brings some uplift. I don't know.
Fair.
you know.
Do you know what's funny? If I first had listened
yeah.
to this album, like from when it first came out, oh my God, definitely would have been in my top 5.
Really?
I feel like the song now is like, I think I've heard it too many times to
Yeah.
the point where I'm like, okay.
Same as me.
But I actually do like that song.
Really?
Like, I think it's a good song.
I think TikTok's ruined it for me.
Yeah, but like the song itself without that context is actually a pretty good song.
Because I think I put I Drink Wine up there. Because is that like the one that's more boppier?
I got to learn to get over myself.
Maybe not then. I'm thinking of
Stop
something else.
trying to be.
There's one
Cry Your Heart Out is upbeat.
Yeah, that must be the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Because I know I put one in there and I can't remember which one it was because I'm like, okay, this is a bit of like space to breathe because there was a lot of sadness and I was like, okay, I feel like I'm drowning myself right now. But then I was like, okay, we got something in here.
That's fair.
What are your bottoms?
My bottoms. Number 3, My Not a Fan is Easy on Me. I really don't like this song.
That's fair. That's fair.
I find this song really jarring personally. Like I think the message is really nice, but I don't personally love all the vocals on this song. I find like the like it's just like, okay, I get it. I get it. You can do a run, babe.
Yeah.
We know.
She wants to show off.
And like I love that. Even that's how I felt. And we all know I love Beyonce. But the Lion King film, some of the vocals on that was like too much.
Well, lots of artists do it. I mean, Ariana Grande does it heaps. Like sometimes she just does too many runs. Like I don't think it's as bad anymore because she gets it. But when like back in the day during like
that's how I feel about Easy on Me. It's just like it's sort of just like
too
okay.
many runs.
Yeah. Number 2 for me, my skip it is Woman Like Me. My least favorite by a long shot is Strangers by Nature.
Really?
Did not like this song at all.
Go on. my bottoms. My not a fan is Hold On.
What do you mean?
That's what I mean. Hold on. Don't like it.
I had something on the bottom of my shoe.
Oh, go on. My skip it is also Woman Like Me. And then my
No
race.
Woman Like Me by
Woman Like
Mix.
Me.
With
Woman
Nicki
Like
Minaj.
Me. Yeah. Woman Like Me.
I actually don't like that song.
No.
I'm just making a joke.
And then my erase it goes to Oh My God. Just because I
can't believe Strangers by Nature wasn't in yours. I really disliked that song.
I really don't like Oh My God.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
It's such like
in the world.
this song was made to live in Myers. Like it was made for middle-aged women to work
It's
to.
giving Macy's. It's giving
nothing.
It's giving Sephora. It's giving all of those vibes.
Yeah, it's giving David Jones. It's giving Maya. It's giving like those random shoe shops you see, like Joe Mercer, Witters.
Kmart.
Yeah, Kmart would do it. Kmart would put in an ad. That's what it's giving.
Kmart would put it in an ad.
Kmart would put it in an ad.
Yeah, oh my God, I can't believe it. The sales. That's
What?
like the whole slogan.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They're like, the sales. Oh my God, we can't believe these
Yeah,
sales.
exactly. Yeah. It's not giving. It's not it. It's not. It doesn't make me go, oh my God, I fucking love this song. It makes you go, oh my God, turn this shit off, you know? So, yeah.
That's fair. But
And it just reminds me of like a slideshow. Like I could picture someone putting it on and it's a graduation slideshow. You know, like the way it slides. I could picture it and I hate it and I want it gone.
Fair enough. Do you know one song I actually wanted to shout out though is My Little Love? Even though it's not in my top 5, I actually think that's a really very interesting song. Even like when it comes to Adele, like I feel like it's probably like the standout song for me out of all of the albums where it's like this is a very different sound and very different concept for Adele.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really interesting.
That's fair.
At first I listened to it and I was like, what is going on here? But I mean, now I understand it. And it's really, I think it's quite an interesting and very like real and raw song. So we love to see it.
That's what she is. Real and raw.
Real and raw.
It's giving real and raw.
So with that, I actually just realized this is a very short episode for us.
Yeah, I mean.
There's not too much to say.
Yeah.
Like her music speaks for itself. She's quite like, I mean, she's a great artist.
She's quite real and raw.
But You know, there's nothing bad about it being a short episode. It just means that we...
Some people froth Adele. I do not froth Adele. I think it's very well known by a lot of people. You'll probably see it because of the last episode. Adele is not my vibe. I'm not an Adele type of gal. I like to, when I listen to music, I want to be hyped, or I want to really, really feel seen and heard and cry. And Adele's target audience is not me.
Yeah.
I think what she talks about, her struggles and all that, I've not experienced myself personally. Therefore, it's not for me.
That's fair. Well, with that being said, what era is in the bin for you? 25.
30.
30.
30 is in the bin for me.
Interesting.
It's really in the bin. I'm sorry. I think it's just drawn out too much. Like, it's progressed into nothing.
Yeah. I that's fair. That's a very fair point.
And it's not like there's many songs I go back to listen to, whereas in the other albums, I think maybe because they've it's like sat with us longer, you can like tolerate the songs now. But yeah, no. What about you?
My bin is 25.
Really?
Yeah. I gotta be honest.
Hello and goodbye.
This record, it's like, to me, the most, like, there's so many songs on here. I'm like, oh, like Water on the Bridge, no. Send My Love, no.
Yeah.
River Lee, no.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so many. I'm just like, oh, this record. Like, there's really good songs on it, don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of them I don't like.
Yeah.
And like, even like, I know like I put Hello at number 4, but I don't even listen to Hello. It's like the 3 songs that are probably my top 3 are the only 3 I would probably reach for out of the whole record.
That's fair.
So like, yeah, that's probably my least favorite. What's your favorite?
My favorite is definitely 21. 100% 21.
Yeah, fair.
What?
My favorite is Little Rogue.
19.
I'm gonna say 19.
You are rogue. Why 19?
I think my favorite songs of Adele's career comes from this, like Chasing Pavements, Might Make You Feel My Love, Hometown Glory. Like, all of those songs are like the ones that I go back to probably the most out of Adele's career.
That's
and
fair.
so I feel like that's why it's my favorite. Like, yes, there's probably more songs on 21 that like I probably like know more like well, but like they don't compare to those like the songs from 19 that I love. So I'd probably say 19 is my favorite record. But what era are you in? Surely you're in your 21 era. Are you 21?
Not in her 21 era.
No, not me. 25.
Fuck, I don't know. I'm in none of them. Honestly, I'm.
Got to choose one. That's the whole premise of the podcast.
Yeah,
Elise. Yeah.
I got that. Ben's looking at me with like the widest eyes.
She looks at me and just goes.
I just shrug my shoulders.
I don't know.
Maybe like I guess 30.
30.
Maybe.
That's what I was gonna say.
'Cause,
30's mine
like,
as well.
It's not as like heartbroken. It's not as like dark.
Yeah, I think 30, and also I think 30 is very self-aware of like, you know, I've written 3 giant fucking breakup records, so like this record is like more like I need to learn to like
To myself.
I need to learn to see the brighter side in things.
Yeah.
And I think that's why 30 would be the era that I'm in.
Yeah. That would have to be it, but at the same time I don't feel like I'm in my 30
We're not
era.
in an Adele era.
We're not in an Adele era because I think my lifestyle is not Adele coded.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's so fair. But yeah, 30 I think be both of ours for sure.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, we are going to cover an artist next week that I'm very excited about. This is exciting.
Icon.
I'm very excited about this next artist.
Yeah.
But with that being said, what is your word to describe who we're doing next week?
Well, because Ben's more of a fan than I am, I had to get an idea from Ben. So Ben told me to say sweat.
Absolutely. Good answer, Elise.
Yeah, really good.
I'm really proud of you.
Thanks.
That's
I thought of it myself. I did it myself.
Actually did it myself. Yeah. What will my word be? Actually, I thought of yours and then didn't think one for myself. I'm gonna say. Cars. I feel like that's a very good word to describe this person. Cars.
Life is a highway. We're actually talking about the Rascals.
We're actually talking about the Cars soundtrack, like the film.
Yeah.
So tune in next week. But yeah, no, that's my word for sure. But I'm very excited to break down this person's career because I love this artist.
Yeah.
But with that being said, thank you so much for listening to it. I know it's a shorter episode this week, but you know,
shorter sometimes is all right.
I know there'll be some that you'll have really long ones and some that will be really short. So, you know, the longest one's being Ariana Grande.
So far, yeah.
Is that really the longest
Beyonce
one?
was also, I would say.
Beyonce's the longest
Beyonce was
one.
probably the longest one because they were 2 long episodes, whereas like Ari was like a long episode and then like a normal episode.
Yeah, okay, so Beyonce's
been the longest, but there's definitely going to be longer ones.
We already know exactly who that is.
Yeah. Well, 2 actually, that would probably be like the longest.
There's 2 and they hate each other.
They are rivals. They are literal rivals.
But we'll get to them eventually. But if you liked this episode, please like or give us a rating depending on if you're listening or watching with us. Also, if you're watching on Spotify, or listening on Spotify, so sorry, Elise leaves like a question every week underneath each episode. So go and have a look at the episode. I have no idea what you're going to write.
Fuck knows. Do you want to give me an idea?
Oh, God.
Have you found someone like you? Usually there's sometimes really like brain rot questions.
That's brain rot as fuck. Have you found someone like you?
Did you ever set fire to rain?
What's your hometown?
Glory.
Yeah. What's your hometown?
What's your hometown?
Do you chase pavements?
Have you said hello?
Are you still rolling in the deep?
Yeah.
Oh my God, go easy on me.
Have you put the water
under
under
Do you drink wine?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
I like wine. Wine's a vibe.
Anyway.
Well, with that being said, if you do like our content,
voices.
If you like our content and you like everything, let us know what artists you want us to do and give us a follow on TikTok and Instagram at What Era Podcast. And if you like us personally, you can follow me on BENZ Bradley.
And Elise_Capin, CAPN.
But with that being said, we will see you in the next one. And have a good week, guys. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.